This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will take the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Casey. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game,
sends it downfield. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
and you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pauly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Illinois 7, Wisconsin 0.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pauly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Trying to impose their will with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback into this progression.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires it incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauling. And they get him down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Offense, quick tempo. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Illinois lining up quickly.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically down.
Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Coming after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, he'll fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. It'll be third and short from their own 33. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Line gets set, first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. On the run, it's Acker. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Good enough for a first down.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Trying to find his man on first down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Altmaier. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end.
And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Off the play fake. Gonna let it fly, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll keep it himself. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanders. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Illinois right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You can hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Second down coming up.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? It'll be a draw. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Skips away from pressure. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The inside handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Badgers get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. It's a draw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Find space on the right. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So,
and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. On that last drive, defense had no... Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Illini. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Casey. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A 1st down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauer. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the 4th quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big 1st down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. And they're not on the same page there. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
29, Wisconsin, 15.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got a man, it's Acker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're going back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers send out the punt unit. On the move, it's Casey. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Grabs it in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Illini! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Altmaier. Throwing right. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The short hands, it's Bauer. Good, solid tackle. It's still third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coach...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, fighting Illini. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. That one will be incomplete. complete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.